Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 11 in our career mode with West Ham United, and it's season number 4, and oh my days. Yes, it's grudge match time. We have a home tie against Reading, and for those who don't know what the grudge match is all about, all I'm going to say is season 1. Season 1. But look at that table, oh my days. We really are looking like a top 4 team. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We've really got to capitalise on the fact that Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea are all outside the top 6. Speaking of which, we have a tough game coming up against Chelsea after the Reading game. But let's concentrate on Reading. The ball's with Filippo. He knocks it out to Guidetti. Guidetti into Eduardo. Eduardo has to cut into the middle of the park. Feeds it into Casemiro. Casemiro into Stefan. Stefan feeds the ball forward to Morrison. Morrison to Filippo. Filippo into Benzia. Benzia into Filippo. And oh my days, we are playing Samba football. Absolutely a delight to watch. This is literally like watching a football ballet. Isco has the ball on the left hand side. He breaks to the byline, swings the ball in. Guidetti goes up. He looks like he was pushed. The referee wastes play on, and Reading get away with it. Very disgraceful referee in there, I feel. It looks like Guidetti was clearly pushed to the floor. But Kebe breaks down the right hand side for Reading, gets the ball in, and a great header from Lafondra. And a great save from Jack Butland, who is now the England #1, as you may or may not know. A great shot from Benzia late on in the first half, and the Reading keeper was very equal to it. A very, very good competitive first half, but I've got to say West Ham just edged it with chances, and I still feel that Guidetti was pushed to the floor, and it should have been a penalty. But Robson Kanu feeds the ball into centre park. It's moved forward. Tompkins goes for a clearance, but Lafondra closes him down, manages to get the ball. Turns and weaves his way into the box, but he passes it off. A great cross coming in there, and it put Butland in a great deal of trouble. I'm sure he'll say he was going for it, but they take Lafondra off, who's been a thorn in our side, I have to say. That could be a poor decision, but Guthrie has the corner. Great corner swung in. Casemiro with the header, but it was intercepted there from Stefan. Poor clearance. It had just hit the post. Guthrie swings the ball in, and Robson Kanu, after 54 minutes, give the away side a 1-0 lead. Really slack defending there. Casemiro went up, got the header. He headed it straight down at the floor. It hit Stefan, rolled forward. Obviously then a slight lax clearance led to a shot coming in and hitting the post. And a great, I've got to say, the ball in from Guthrie to Robson Kanu was absolutely fantastic. Well, that leads us to make many changes. Zaha, Gabs and Adrian are all brought on off the bench. Zaha has the ball in the centre park. Nice little turn in the centre of the park, just outside the box. The ball's fed into Eduardo. Eduardo cuts inside. He shoots, and it's in at the bottom corner. 73 minutes gone, and Eduardo reignites the light for West Ham. A great piece of football there by Zaha, and a great run by Eduardo. Look at this, on into the box, goes around his defender and hammers it into the bottom corner. That really was inspirational play there by Eduardo. He really is just a sensational player, full stop. Morrison knocks the ball into Filippo. Filippo has time and space. He feeds it into Gabs. Gabs turns to the defender. That's a great save by the Reading goalkeeper, and unfortunately that is how the game finishes. West Ham United 1, Reading 1. And as normal, we just seem to always struggle against Reading. That could put a huge dent in our season. And speaking of dents, clubs alerted to Filippo's situation. Unsettled and may seek to manoeuvre a move away from the club in the near future. I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. I have spoken to Filippo personally. We had a little sit down. We actually played some Xbox while we were having a little chat. And just before I get into that, obviously Fabio has decided to commit himself to the club. He's West Ham through and through. He came from Brazil at the same time as Eduardo. Obviously he's been loaned out a few times, but he's more than happy to actually re-sign, and hopefully he'll get some more games. He really is a talented centre-back. And anyway, let's get back to Filippo. And basically, I've spoken to Filippo, and what the issue seems to be is he's a little bit homesick, which I understand. He does miss his mum, his dad, his brother, his sister. He misses his grandparents. And I've told him, if you ever need to go back to Italy, just let me know. You can fly first class. It's not a problem. We'll get you over there if you want time off. It's not an issue. He's happy to be at West Ham. He doesn't want to leave the club. Juventus have been linked to him, and you know that's his boyhood team, Juventus. And he said, "I don't want to go to Juventus. I want to stay at West Ham." I've had obviously the normal contact from Madrid, from Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Manchester City, as I said, Juve, all coming knocking on the door at this moment in time. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as Filippo is concerned, it's all a load of bollocks. An absolute load of bollocks. So hopefully we will sort that out. I have spoken to DS and to DG. They are getting our lawyers to contact the media, because if it's a vicious rumour by the media, it's working, because it really has unsettled the team. You know, a lot of the players are really unsettled. Filippo is unsettled, and it's, you know, we're going into a Chelsea game not in the right frame of mind, which is absolutely devastating. This could be a bigger dent than the piss poor draw we got against Reading, and it really is frustrating as a manager to have to put up with this countless bullshit by the media. And yes, I will be outspoken about the media, and I'm sure this will lead to another fine or a ban from the piss poor FA, but it's part and parcel of being a manager, and I won't have my team upset. Hopefully the boys can get their head on. We're going to join the gameplay with Isco on the left-hand side. He cuts inside fantastically. Nothing really on. He shapes, he shoots, and that is just wide. What a fantastic piece of skill there. Great piece of skill. Cuts inside, nothing on. Looks to shoot, goes for the finesse, and that is literally millimetres wide. Very unfortunate. We pick up the ball with Eduardo. Eduardo feeds it into Colca. Colca into Isco. Isco into Benzir. Benzir turns, feeds it into Guidetti. Guidetti rolls his defender, breaks into the box, fires it low and hard. 1-0 to West Ham after 21 minutes, and a big fuck you to the media over the Filippo situation. Fantastic goal there by John Guidetti, and the team are really playing their hearts out. Filippo is playing sensationally in the cam position, as he always does, and that has to be... Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty. It appears that it was the Chelsea player who handballed it. We got the free kick, which is fantastic. But Chelsea really starting to open up and coming hammer and tongue at us. But great defending by the lads at the back. The balls fell out to Filippo, and we go in at half-time. Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1, and West Ham are looking united together, which is absolutely fantastic given the situation we currently find ourselves in. Colca does a great job covering there, feeds the ball into Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel knocks it into Eduardo. Eduardo feeds the ball into Isco. Isco feeds the ball into Benzir. Benzir turns, nothing really on, gives it to Guidetti. Guidetti hasn't nothing on, has to turn back, gives it to Filippo. Filippo knocks it out to Isco. Isco looks to shape to shoot, but nothing really there, so he has to turn back at himself, and again he has to turn himself, fires the shot. And that was an easy save for Petr Cech, but he had nothing on there, no real movement. Guidetti knocking it into Benzir. Benzir into Filippo. Filippo goes round his defender, pulls the trigger, and oh my days, that is literally just a millimetre wide. Really unfortunate there from Filippo. That would have been a sensational goal. Adrian down on the right-hand side, nice piece of skill. Cuts back, gives the ball to Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel feeds it back into Filippo. Filippo has nothing on, goes past the defender with great ease, tries to cut back inside, and he is scythed down. An absolutely disgraceful tackle there by Chelsea, using unfair tactics to bring the play to an end. Filippo was silky, got past him with no problems whatsoever, and he was unbelievably scythed down, which is really unfortunate. And we're going to make some changes. We're going to bring on Gabs, Dorian Jean, and Bruno Martins Indy, because Luke Shaw is looking a little bit tired and complained of a slight knock to his ankle, so we'll be taking him off purely as a precaution. Benzir with a free kick, and it's just over the bar. Really unfortunate, but the full-time whistle goes. Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1, and that for me is a absolute season changer. That's a big 3 points. Given the result we had against Arsenal, given the result we had against Spurs, we really needed 3 points. Given the result against Reading as well, and we came out and we done the business, which is fantastic. And there we go. Filippo has spoken of his employment playing under my good self. It is great to play for the club and to play for a manager who has faith in my ability and picks me on a regular basis. So it appears that the media were trying to shit stir, absolutely shit stir, so they will be sued like the bitches they are, because that's disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful.